We're on the side of our tiny house build here in Kyabram.
I had the interest first, told Luke about it, and it probably wasn't until we heard about Fred's tiny and went and had a look that it sort of became more serious. First thing was probably because they're aesthetically gorgeous, like really beautiful homes. The environment is a huge one for us. We really want to have a sustainable footprint.
You know, a bit of a money saver for us as well, you know, rather than diving straight into a mortgage or something like that. We want it livable, and if Jess is studying, you know, she needs the laptop, computer and
Wi-Fi. We'll go as sustainable as we can though. Composting toilet.
You know, just a simple grey water system, probably with a garden bed of some description. Tank water where possible, solar panels to as much as we can get on the roof. Hey, and maybe one day there'll be room for more batteries and extra solar panels set up, and we would be completely off grid. That would be lovely. So it's a 7.2 metre trailer. It's 4.25 metres tall and 2.4 metres wide. Yeah, we just wanted to take it to the limit, so in our loft bedroom and in our little study we had plenty of headroom. So.
But still within caravan regulations and
Correct,
still able to get it insured.
It is a collaborative process putting the trailer together, making it specified to what we want to do and kind of thinking about how this all going to work, and Fred gave me a lot of his time when we were putting that all together, and it was great. It's a bit more intricate when you're putting some things on initially, the subfloor process, only because you do have to cut around some of those tabs, but the strength that gives to the build, it's more than worth that. You're talking about the difference between a vertical connection for forces that are going to be vertical, as opposed to horizontal connections when a force is going vertical, and you're always going to have a bit more strength in that, and we appreciate that this foundation was so solid.
Yeah, probably got the most reassurance in the trailer. In the whole build.
Out of the whole build, I would say it was the most solid thing.
Most sure about.
Yeah, exactly.
Fred gave us some time at his tiny house on his property, and that was probably the highlight for me, being able to talk to him about living in it and actually being in the space while we did that.
I went to all 4 workshops in Brunswick. Really nice chance to listen to an expert speak and get some really good advice. And the concepts that I learnt through those workshops are going to be shown in the build and followed pretty closely, because I believe that Fred has a very scientific, research-based approach to it, and that's the sort of person I am as well. I like to really research and think about things, and I don't want to fight physics, you know, I want to think sensibly, and Fred, that kind of resonated with me at his workshops, that's the kind of guy he was, and is really great, yeah.
And we haven't always had the same ideas as Fred too. We've had some different ideas and we've gone different ways than what he has, but he's supported us the whole time. So it's been really good to have his support with even the stuff that might be new for him as well.
There's a lot of stuff you are initially you dream it up, and then you think, what's the most practical here? Like, I've got to physically build this. You've got to be realistic. We were very much throwing up between wood and steel. Our timeline was quite tight, so we headed with the steel, even though we knew there were pros and cons. I think what we've found most is talking to experts, you know, plumbers, builders, people like Fred. It has been really handy to have some people on board who really know what they're doing. It's a bit of a family affair, our build. We've got my dad Ross helping us out. You know, this weekend is going to be one of our biggest ones, so Jess's parents are coming out, my parents will be here. It's going to be really nice to have everyone around, and it's going to as much as it's going to build our house, it's going to create some really nice memories to have as well, and you know, building that house together, and everyone has a hand in it.
And also definitely looking forward to having less stuff and making that transition to a more minimalist life.
Hopefully having a small space to live in means we'll probably live outside a little bit more as well, and live a lifestyle that's more in the great outdoors. More
freedom to travel.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Finally have a garden and get into composting and all those things that haven't been able to do in an apartment.
That's right. Yeah.
So maybe speak to us in another year, we'll see.